How to Train Your Dragon review. Live-action remake doesn't breathe new life into story, but still soars. Hollywood loves a trend, and Universal gets in on one of the most popular of the moment with a new live-action version of DreamWorks' How to Train Your Dragon. The film, in theaters June 13th, is by no means necessary, as holds true for the vast majority of these live-action updates. Its storytelling is a beat-for-beat match to its animated predecessor, with Dean DeBlois, who co-wrote and co-directed the 2010 original, returned to both jobs. He's flying solo, without colleague Chris Sanders, who, in a bit-of-release schedule kismet, is also the voice of Stitch in the Lilo and Stitch live-action film. In terms of avoiding any pedant or cloying changes in storytelling, hiring DeBlois to shepherd the film from one iteration to another was a wise choice. He avoids many of the pitfalls of the worst of these updates, and he expertly tweaks the tone to match the more hair-raising stakes of the live-action version. Everything here feels more dangerous. The brutal face-offs between man and beast, as well as the harshly beautiful landscape, hitting harder with their amplified realism. As in the 2010 film, we follow young Viking Hiccup Mason Thames, an inventive, kind boy who has struggled with the fact that he doesn't measure up to the other dragon slayers in his village or the expectations of his father, Chief Stoic, reprised by original voice actor Gerard Butler. But when Hiccup shoots down a Night Fury, he can't bring himself to kill the dragon, leading to an unlikely friendship between himself and the creature he dubs Toothless. Toothless helps him learn ways to excel in dragon fighting training, using brains and creativity rather than brawn to succeed. When Hiccup realizes that the dragons themselves are enthralled to a vicious dragon queen, he tries to convince his fellow Vikings to abandon their bloodlust, but they ignore him until a climactic battle reveals the truth of what he's told them. Animated or brought to life with human actors, it's a compelling story, one that sings the praises of compassion, intelligent solutions, and leading with diplomacy and understanding rather than bloodlust and brute force. DeBlois wisely assembles a marvelously talented cast, most notably in the case of Mason Thames, who carries the film as Hiccup, with a mop of Disney Channel-worthy hair. Thames is endearing as a kid, just trying to make his dad proud. His range, from adventurous spirit to love-struck teen to brave hero, plays across his face with ease. Thames believably crafts a bond with a CGI dragon, who is rendered in all his scaly glory. Indeed, it's a bit ironic that one of the best parts of the film is still essentially animated. Getting the opportunity to see the myriad of dragon breeds as realistic, life-size versions enhances their terrible beauty. Here, every scale ripples, every scorch mark burns, in contrast to the gentler approach of the cartoon. Toothless, with his expressive green eyes and oversized feet, reads as an adorable puppy bonding with his master. It's a challenge not to fall for him immediately. It's a fun exercise to see Gerard Butler bring to life a role he gave voice to 15 years ago, and he certainly aged into the grizzled face and physique of a Viking chief, even if the mounds of armor, hair, and beard somewhat obscure his performance. Meanwhile, Nick Frost offers a softer, more restrained version of blacksmith and trainer, Gobber, who Craig Ferguson originally voiced. Given that the danger feels more real across the board, it's an effective shift. Hiccup's past with fellow trainees are a barrel of laughs with Harry Trevaldwin Toughnut, Bronwyn James Roughnut, Julian Dennison Fishlegs, and Gabriel Howell Snotlout, bringing the majority of the film's comic relief and delivering without ever overplaying the jokes. Nico Parker shines as Astrid, the tough young woman consumed with proving herself the best of the Slayers. Her Astrid is less a hewn warrior, more an uncertain teen, who vacillates between confidence and nervous energy. DeBlois gets ample support from his production team. Cinematographer Bill Pope photographs the rough and rugged terrain of Viking territory, with an eye for its sublime beauty and staggering scale. Costume designer Lindsay Pugh creates a panoply of Viking garb that balances its intricate historical detail with a healthy dollop of whimsy. The entire thing is tied together with John Powell's score, which replicates and expands on his music from the 2010 film. The Scottish and Scandinavian influence rings throughout his compositions, and he offers a stirring soundtrack to the film's adventures.